Hello and welcome back everyone. Let us be familiar with the definition of trade. Trade means buying thing at one place and selling it at other place. So basically trade का मतलब क्या होता है? Buying and selling. And people who are indulged in trade are known as traders. So in ancient time, our South India was famous for a number of things जैसे gold, precious gems, spices और especially pepper. Paper was so valuable that it was called black gold in the Roman Empire. Traders sent these products from India to Rome like by ships or by caravans. और जो ये ट्रेड था it was very prosperous उस टाइम पे. Many Roman gold coins are found in India, especially at ancient ports, जो directly हमें बताता है कि there was a trade between India and Rome. Traders were traveling to and from India and they sailed along the coasts of the country. और मॉनसून्स में वो मॉनसून विंड्स की हेल्प लेते थे in order to travel faster. Like they used to directly cross Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So next topic is kingdoms along the coast. उस टाइम पे southern India it was a very fertile land because जो ज़्यादातर एरिया था it was surrounded by Kaveri river. And the kings and chiefs who controlled these fertile valleys, they became very rich and powerful because they had a basic control over the trade. Sangam poems, they mention the Muvendars, which means the three chiefs, referring to the heads of three powerful kingdoms of the south. Like there were three dynasties in the south at that time, that was Cholas, Cheras and Pandyas. Each kingdom had two centers, one inland and one coastal. For example, the coastal center of Cholas were Puhar मतलब present day Kaveri Patnam, और पांड्यास का था मदुराई. वो रेगुलर टैक्सेस नहीं कलेक्ट करते थे बट लोगों से गिफ्ट्स डिमांड करते थे. वो मतलब frequently battles or wars लड़ते थे in order to collect tributes from the neighboring areas and the kingdoms. They kept some wealth for themselves and distributed the rest to the supporters, family and soldiers. Around 200 years after the three chiefs that we have discussed, the Satavanhas came into power. The greatest ruler was Gautami Putra Satkarni, and we know about him through the inscriptions जो उसके मदर ने लिखे थे जिनका नाम था गौतमी बाला. He and other Satvana rulers were known as the lords of Dakshinapatha. Dakshinapatha means the entire southern strip, which later came to be include all of South India. So the next topic is very interesting. It is about Silk Route. Like the smooth texture, the glossy and rich colors of silk made it a highly valuable fabric in most of the societies. But silk को बनाना एक complicated process था because raw silk had to be extracted from the cocoons of silkworms and then it had to be spun into thread and then woven into cloth. So techniques of making skill मतलब सबसे पहले ये techniques कहाँ invent हुई थी? चाइना में about 7,000 years ago. The methods remained a very closely kept secret for thousands of years. Some people from China then went to distant lands on foot, on horseback, on camels and carried silk with them. जो path उन्होंने follow किया था, it came to be known as Silk Route. Some Chinese rulers sent gifts of silk to the rulers of Rome and Iran. So after 2000 years ago, wearing silk became very famous among the rulers and rich people in Rome. But it was very expensive as it had to be brought from a distant place like China along the dangerous road and mountain. और कई बार जो लोग मतलब सिल्क रूट के साइड में रहते थे, they also demanded payments for allowing the traders to pass through. Many of the rulers they tried to control large portions of this route. This was because they could benefit from taxes, tributes and gifts that were brought by the traders traveling along the route. The best known ruler who tried to control the Silk Route were Kushanas, जिन्होंने एशिया और नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया पे रूल किया about 2000 years ago. The two major centers of power was Peshawar and Mathura. Taxila was also included in their kingdom. During their rule, a branch of Silk Route extended from Central Asia to the seaports and to the mouth of the river Indus. The Kushanas were among the earliest rulers of the subcontinent to issue gold coins. Now let us learn about the spread of Buddhism. The most famous कुशाना rulers was Kanishka, जिसने about 900 years ago पहले रूल किया. He organized a Buddhist council जहाँ पे scholars मिलते थे and they discussed important matters. Ashwagosha, he was a poet who composed biography of Buddha, which was known as Buddha Charita, and he lived in the court. Ashwagosha and many other Buddhist rulers, they started writing in Sanskrit. और वहाँ से एक नई फॉर्म बुद्धिज़्म की डेवलप हुई विच वॉज नोन एज मयाना बुद्धिज़्म. इट हैड टू डिस्टिंक्ट फीचर्स. Earlier, the Buddha presence was shown by sculpture by using certain signs. Like जैसे अटेनमेंट ऑफ एनलाइटमेंट के लिए उनको पीपल ट्री के साथ सिम्बलाइज किया जाता था. बट नाउ स्टैचूज ऑफ बुद्धा वर मेड. Like many of these statues were made in Mathura and others were made in Taxila. The second change was the people started believing in bodhisattvas, which means those people who are supposed to attain enlightenment. मतलब एक बार जब उन्होंने enlightenment ले ली, they could live in complete isolation and they meditate in peace. But instead of doing that, they remained in the world to help other people. The worship of Buddhism, it became very popular in many parts of the world like Central Asia, China and later to Korea and Japan. Buddhism was also spread to western and southern India. Like जहाँ पे caves बनाए जाते थे उनको shelter provide करने के लिए. Some of the caves were made on the orders of the kings and queens और इनको traders भी use करते थे while traveling to different parts of the country. Buddhism also spread to eastward like Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand and other parts of Southeast Asia, like including Indonesia. The other form of Buddhism known as Theravada Buddhism, it was more popular in these areas. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any suggestions, comment down and please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.